A year ago from today, the Trackmania community gathered together to create an experience unlike any other. And now we're here a year later to recreate a new experience, double the space, double the amenities, double the prize pool. Evo Esports is here to present to you another event with our friends at XPEvo here in the XPEvo Arena, along with our wonderful sponsor, Lenovo.
Sliding out a little bit, Ratchet chasing down Azox. Amma is sitting now in 5th, has lost a little bit of time as we come up towards the end of this map for the first time. That's Amma with a big crash in round 1. Shit just behind Azox. Garly finished! Garly finished! Yes. Huge moment!
Oh my god, look at that fight between all 4 shift members. Barbos lets the Ratchet and Azox are in the lead. Barbos not making a mistake by barely not touching the wall there, but who's gonna win that round? Very competitive, Let's going for a lot of speed. Barbos still leading Ratchet with a good amount of speed here as well. Barbos will win! No, not! And it's another Jinx! Again, the German masterclass lets the Ratchet and Barbos first, second and third, and Ratchet looks to win another round. Let's see the nose touch in the ending. Barbos fails it, had to release. Wolf overtakes him in the meantime, and we see Ratchet winning yet another round.
Oh, just needs to get to the finish. Hey, the line, Carly, she's through one more time. Barbos is a long way down. This is the race for first place right now. Barbos just needs to get the line slow, has to go for the risky vote, the safe fin rather. Still 37th. Is that enough? That's going to be a point difference. It is a 29 point. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone here at XPEvo, that will be Azox overtaking his brother in this final round.
We get to now introduce for this evening and for the rest of the weekend, Boney and Jiggy.
I have been waiting all day.
We've been up all day. We've been sitting all day. Well, standing all day, rather.
Basically.
And we got no time to waste because the qualifier starts right now with our first map, Specs Trap.
Look at that. I think that's going to be a nice fight for first place. Piranha does have the lead over Poopy Poo. No crashes for both players, and Piranha just clean, calm, collect.
Unscar.
Going for the backwards.
Backward, 10 seconds left.
10 seconds?
8,
left, maybe.
7, 6,
Unscar
5, 4, 3, 2,
what? He makes it! He makes it! It's it!
Joey, indeed. Currently still managing to keep himself in the fight, relevant for the top 5. Look at the gaps on the left-hand side of the screen. Less than a 10th between first and last, and the positions are swapping left, right, and center. Joey looking a little bit wonky there, having to kind of overcorrect, allowing Nalox to move up into P6 at the moment. And look at Switch as well, continuing to harass Joey, and both of them are going to overhaul him and overtake him. Oh, bad entry in the corner there for Hugo. Oh, Ender as well, falling out. Piranha currently holding on Stokes to the line, and that's a crash at the finish for Piranha that is going to deny him that first place.
Come on, Florentius, I believe. You got
10 seconds left.
12 seconds.
10 seconds, Florentius.
You got this. You got this.
You can see the countdown.
What is it? Scar and Fegger at the moment trying to get close.
Yeah.
And Joey gonna make it happen in the attack on Fegger's side. Does go quite smart to the right. Will he be able to make it happen? Does get rid of Fegger. Does get rid of Speed Self and makes it in 3rd place. Let's go, Joey.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this particular qualifying. If you can give a round of applause to the players indeed, as this particular wave is over, that will end us with Switch at the top of the leaderboards.
All right, thanks for coming back. Thank you, Turbo and Boney, for taking over for a little bit to give us over here a little bit of a break. We almost gotcha. We were gonna have a 3rd wave, but unfortunately we didn't end up having the 3rd wave. We just too many issues right now to be able to complete out at the moment. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to end it here for this evening. It is day 2 live here at XPEvo Arena in Cologne, Germany, and we are happy to be here finally to be able to get you into the action that we have been desiring so much.
You know what happens when we had an audience? Once you get there and you see everyone and you hear everything, you're like, oh my god, you start shaking. There comes a second that literally your mind goes completely blank and you just focus on the game.
Yeah.
There we go. Off once more. Points will be set on the board. Don't worry about the match ranking just yet, as we actually will be going to our first round.
What a fight first we have right now. Raz, Wizzy, and Murray are in there, but also Laser with a tier. But is it enough to overtake Murray? Yes, it will be, but Raz is long gone.
Never mind having a bit of an unfortunate line right there, hitting the wall, slowing it down quite a bit as the rest of the pack starts moving forward. They're looking very well practiced. They're ready for today.
Definitely. Nevermind also with a very good dirt line. Overtakes the one another player. Also Banu and Haas here. Very good amount of speed, but will hit the wall.
Booth is actually also starting to make headway in, but we'll see with the drifts coming in. Shamimi once again with that setup coming in from the right side instead of the left. But no changes whatsoever happening in rankings. Everyone very close together when it looks when you look at top 8. But with that, our final round is over. No big upsets.
Wave 3 being done and dusted. We did it, guys. It's not Groundhog Day.
15 hours.
15 hours?
15 hours.
Yeah.
We took a nap in between.
So guys, you made it to Saturday, you know, that was the XC chatting from the guys. But there you go. Guys, we are done for the qualifiers.
Now we have the top 128. Now we move to the 4-man bada bing boom bow things. So yes, 4-man 1v1v1v1 is what's going to be on the plate for now for top 128. So we're going to hand it over to G-Geek and New Lake.
Server.
Hello. Server
Players in server. Oh, Grenadi, Ender, Unknown Dude, and Chroma take to the track. That track, as you said, is Trap, and we're going to see how this one works out for the players. It's Ender who has an early lead.
The jump, and that's going to be Ender, scoring the first 10-pointer with a 57.1.
In fact, overtaking Grenadi with slightly more speed onto the grass. Has it all the way to the exit, but wide on the exit off that. Allows Grenadi to sneak on back through in second place. Ender.
Released in the back. Yes,
Ender.
Ender looking a little bit slow through the grass indeed, as you pointed out. And Grenadi, he will be able to take that. And Chroma will take the 2 extra points. Thank you very much. And final status for Grenadi, as we said, needs a victory.
Needs a win.
At all costs. 64 points for Chroma.
It's still going to be tough, but here we go into the ice section for the first time. Ender's a very slow on entry onto it, and so it's going to be tough. That's a lost gear there for Chroma. Unknown Dude also loses the gear in the middle of the turn.
Look at the gap, about a second of a difference, almost 8/10 between him and Ender in second position. The finish, it will be Grenadi winning with a 104.745. Ladies and gentlemen, Ender is confirmed into the round of 64 for the XPEvo tournament with a 104.279, looking a little bit slower, but that's okay. We just wanted to guarantee that finish there. Unknown Dude and Chroma, unfortunately for them, it is an early exit of the tournament.
Well practiced, we're just not aware of it just yet, but Brand New is one where we know he's put in the work so far. And based on those results from round 1, you have to be a little bit nervous about mine and whether or not he has. Of course, now he has 1 match under his belt, and if there's one thing that we know these top players are very good at, it's learning as they go.
Off the tracks with Piranha currently taking the lead. Massa, Mime right behind with Scarperp following suit. Ooh, bit of a wide drift from Mime, and we lose Scarperp along the way.
The speed you carry to the exit is so important. An outside touch from Massa. Nice Mime will happily cross the line and take those full 10 points in the first round.
Already, great close fight. I mean, if this is what we can expect from the players, this is going to be an amazing match. The way the players are driving, it could be in the second half of things.
Oh my!
Perhaps make it happen as he gets very close to the wall right there, but you could just... Not even my afro would fit in there. Like, honestly, that was close as heck.
That drift, once again, nailed last round by Scarper. Nailed this time around again, and has put himself right back in contention for the win on this round.
But will it be enough? Will there be mistakes made? Scarper with a bit of an earlier drift does lose a bit of speed. Mine with Piranha over the line, and it's going to be Piranha!
First round is starting, and let's see who makes that first mistake here. And then we have Murray, Kappa, and Joey! Also a little bit further behind. Oh my god, I'm not sure we should do that all the time, but feet with the first mistake. Kappa coming close, and
a battle between these two for the fight for the 10-pointer, and Murray will be the first man to crack under pressure. Did not get the proper slide and thus hits the inside.
Maybe snipe it at the end. He has a bit more speed, but it's not enough here unless he messes up the entry here. But no, he would even minimize the airtime. Oh, he finds himself in the lead, but only 17 thousandths of a second between Kappa, Murray, and Feed. Feed with a good line here as well, entering the dirt and the last strip of the map. Kappa still holding strong. Feed with a good line here as well, coming closer. Good apex on Feed, but touches the wall. What is going on with Murray? Will he be able to snipe it? I think Kappa will be able to deny if he gets better airtime here. But Murray with the slowdown. No, he will not.
The line!
Will stay ahead. 34,000 denying both finalists.
Oh my goodness. Needs to be reported so far at the end of the first sector. Through the rest section we go. Feed taking over the lead provisionally. Moving on to the jump right there and sending himself up for the back corner. Unfortunate miss of the jump from Murray. They're neck and neck, wheel to wheel. It's continuing round after round, checkpoint after checkpoint. It just does not stop. The action on track is amazing.
More speed.
Watch out, Kappa with more speed indeed, but watch out also for the cutback from Feed. Just before the
the slowdown.
no way! The clip of the landing. Kappa makes it into a triple finalist.
Correctly, but it's no one's game so far. Feed, what are you doing, man? You are risking so much. Kappa not too far behind, but that was a great outside dirt line if I've ever seen one. Feed will make it here. What time will it be? 56.88.
Moving on to the final drift and into the finish line. Kappa going for the airtime. Murray decides to not go for the airtime. Float trick from Murray. Murray makes it into P2 in this match with a 56.842. Joey takes a 5-pointer. Kappa sent down the lower bracket along with Joey, but my goodness, Kai, what a match.
By the way, but everyone gets a good start here. Ratchet in the lead right now, as he also tailors himself nicely through that turn. Gennady playing from downstairs, that's why we don't have a camera for him. Actually, just a chair there.
How does that
on the camera? Yeah. So it's Gennady's ghost, but who's gonna get that first position? Ratchet with more speed. Scrappy can still attack here, and it will be Ratchet slowing down.
What a mistake.
Still
Those Spammy and Scrappy, two friends side by side, having a grand old time across trap, but it is Spammy currently in the lead with Scrappy lagging behind ever so slightly. And it's, I think, gonna come down to the finish line once again to see who will take it. Spammy decides to go a bit more on the outside compared to Scrappy, allows Scrappy to overtake, does take over. Spammy does have a bit more exit speed and shoots by. Does he make it into the finish? He does!
Great job, Spam. On the ending, hard to replicate Gennady's no-slide abilities, but Ratchet is still contesting him, and he will do it so well and will win the round and activate finals mode. 1-0, 1 minute, 3 seconds, and 80.
He doesn't care about 7. He doesn't care about 5 or 4. He needs first place.
Oh my god! Oh.
He tried, unfortunately, not getting the speed that he probably would have liked. Will have to settle for 4th place. As Ratchet makes a mistake, we will have triple finalists at this point in time.
It is Spam who needs some points. Goes for the release though, so he will not play a role, and Gennady and Scrappy will stay ahead.
If you're anything like me, and I know I am, Spam's going to win it right now.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go into the rounds here. No mistake has happened so far. Ratchet in the lead, but Spam is in there, so the prediction could not be that bad here as we go into the very, very tricky outside dirt corner. Spam leading the round though, so that looks quite promising here. One half done. Scrappy falling behind, so he will not play a role in this round. But look at that, Gennady also lurks up into the fight here. Spam is pushing it, and he is quite comfortably leading by 0.12 of a second. But Ratchet and Gennady with a good line. Gennady almost touching there, and to become a bit closer. Only one significant drift to go here for Spam. And then he can win the round and also deny, and definitely has a chance of the clearing one finalist attempt. But Gennady pushing, Gennady with a good line, but I think it's not enough here. Spam will win this round here and denies all 3 finalists.
Gennady just getting out of there. I'm done with this fight. Y'all can do that in the back. I'm about to go finish. Just one more drift to make it happen, and it does look we're not going to get quad finalists, but instead it is going to be Gennady first to move on to the semifinals.
Stone cold reaction from Gennady as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, chair doesn't even move. It's like...
Yeah. Let's see who takes it. Last round it is, ladies and gentlemen. Spam. Oh my god, so close there to the wall, but he was able to get away with that. And this Scrappy a little bit further behind, 0.10 of a second. Ratchet with a good approach as well. Spam with a good amount of speed as well. Let's see who will clear that water section the best, and also this outside dirt line yet again. Spam, you are pushing it so much. It is so close.
He will do it.
W, but Ratchet right now in the lead. One drift will decide, and also the ending transition. Let's see, Spam going for the attack inside line. Let's go into the fight neck and neck. Ratchet with the inside line. Here's Spam with more speed. Ratchet crashes into the wall. And Spam will make it into the winner bracket semifinal.
GG's, do not alone. Sorry, I should have done it earlier though.
Wow. It is time to get into the next match and talk about it really quickly here. 2 winners will get to the top 12 automatically from here, thus putting them in the prize pool already. So, It's winner's bracket. At this point, every match is stacked. I think we've said it enough already. I think everybody at home understands how crazy these are. And let's go over to Nua and G-Geek.
We'll get this game underway very quickly. An absolutely stacked upper bracket semi-final.
There's no time to waste. We're getting started right here, right now for this winner bracket semi-final. Time to let the field loose and go racing. We are underway. So it's already a two-horse race halfway through this first round as we go through the long ice slide. Nice late apex right there from the ice slide. Nice exit. Look at the speed that he's able to carry through before heading into the final corner, trying to do a no slide maybe from Granati, getting a lot more speed. He's gonna get him at the line, to the line. No way! Right from the get-go.
Yeah, Granati dropping behind a little bit. Second, but Murray, big mistake. He's still got a little bit of speed.
Well.
Where did Feed even come from? He's right behind Granati on this one. Feed crashes out fully though.
Behind, we're going to be following along with Feed, sitting in third place and continuing to keep a close eye on the German battle between Barbos and Granati. And Granati getting a much better section through the dip in the water before heading into the dirt. And so far, so good for the wheelman as he's going to be heading to the final sets of corners, just trailing Barbos. Oh, huge clip from the man from Schweine Aim Racing as Granati is going to be jumping into the finish line and taking the 10-pointer for himself with a 1:00.512, 1/10 clear of Feed. Feed basically just almost swallowing 2 for 1 here. Look at Granati continuing to be side by side with Feed as we head into the final sector. Feed trying to make the move stack. Granati fighting back, continuing to hold the lead by the tiniest of margins. 5,000s at the split. Speed's got a bit more speed before the jump to the line. Feed gets it.
It was Barbos who made a mistake in the last round, and I'm sure he's looking to keep things a little bit cleaner. And now the gap may be big enough that Barbos can save Feed with a mistake. Murray through into third place. Granati, meanwhile, up front is still trying to catch Barbos. Barbos once again was wide, hasn't touched the wall, but has maybe given the inside line to Granati. It's the speed advantage to Barbos as a result, though. Who's going to carry it through all the way to the finish line? Barbos with a big round win over Granati. Barbos is a little ways behind, but not too far. Granati setting out early with a statement, but Granati clips. He's going to be in trouble now. He's dropped into third place. Barbos in fourth. Granati isn't out of this round somehow, despite that clip.
Head, Feed going for the jump. Granati going for the no jump strat. Who's going to get the better amount of speed? Feed has got the lead up to actually go for the 10-pointer. 56.902. He's just trying to manage this race from the front. He managed to do so super well. Barbos going for the jump, trying to make the move stick. Is he going to be able to do so? No, ends up too wide. He's going to have to take the safe finish, or barely makes it, but Feed coming back from nowhere, managing to get the snipe. Granati is confirmed into the top 12, and it's all up to Barbos. He could be Murray's best friend right there, and he's going to be helping himself as well. Look at the gap that he's got, 0.2 of a second, but watch out. He goes for the no jump route this time around, makes it stick. Barely touched the wall. Feed is right there to take him over. Feed is confirmed into the top 12. That little touch costs so much.
Welcome back, everybody. It is finals day here at XPEvo. We finally made it. Yesterday was really grueling. It was really stressful for everyone, but finally, towards the end, things just started clicking one after the other, and the energy and the vibe in the entire area of Experian just became so lively once things started clicking together. We have a stacked top 20. It doesn't get more intense than this. You don't often see this in Trackmania unless it's one of the pro leagues, so this is definitely something to keep your eyes on for today.
And here we are now in our winner bracket final, underway on motions, and only 2 of these players can book their spot immediately in the grand final. Nadeo and Otak trying to follow through. They're a little bit behind Feed. Granati will not catch Otak. It's Feed who wins our first round of the winners bracket final. We're underway, another round, all 4 players cleanly through the first couple of turns. It's Feed and Poopy Poo who do have just a little bit of an edge at the moment.
As he goes for that wider approach, as well as Otak, Poopy Poo and Feed going for the jump. It will come all down to the line. Otak with a good line here. Feed dropping a bit behind. Otak will win the round. With a good line, Granati will have a lot of speed. Also a very good entry, going insanely close to the wall. I do not know how Granati makes that because he plays at camp 3. Otak will probably win this round, and Granati on second. Feed with a good entry, but it will not be enough. Another great round, another 0.3 here. 0.1 and 0.2 by the 1,000. That is in that fight for first place. Good outside dirt line there as well, but there's the first mistake. And I think it was Poopy Poo dropping behind, so he's out on that one. Granati.
A little bit back. Otak has pace, trying to catch Feed all the way to the line. It's going to be close. It's very close.
player role for that first place. Feed, what are you doing? Why are you risking so much? You really want to deny some points towards your teammate as he will survive that one. And that was also so much speed here from Feed, and he will be our first finalist here in the winner bracket final. It could be the round for Feed to take it, and then it's all for that second place. The last part will decide it. Will Feed make it in his first round? Is a damn no, he will go into the wall. XPEvo versus Feed. Otak dropped the gear. Feed could have it here, but also loses the gear, falls behind, and it could happen here.
Ladies, gentlemen, everyone at XPEvo, our upper bracket final, it's triple finalist time.
I told you. The Otak a bit behind, but XPEvo has done the first mistake, so we will have a winner in this round. It's between Feed and Granadi. You already met Granadi, only one drift to go, and you make it into the grand final already with hardly any practice. This guy is just so incredible. Feed going for the jump, and Granadi will make it into the grand final, and this time I'm not jinxing him!
Series of drifts, it's Feed now into the lead through the final checkpoint. There's 34 thousandths between them. Otak keeps the car on the ground. Different lines, one more time through the finish. Otak carrying Speed close to the outside wall. Feed nearly touches to the line. It's Otak who takes it, and it's Otak in a grand final.
It is time to start the losers bracket semi-final between Lingo, Stuffs, Tween, and Switch, and let's hand it over to Boney and G-Geek. Let's get in there, guys.
Let's get in there indeed, Import. Thank you very much. I'm Thomas Mengos, aka G-Geek, alongside me, Ryan Boney Gout, and there's no time to waste. There's 20 seconds left in the warm-up. We're about to get started here.
And from this point forward, it is elimination after elimination. We're going to have to say goodbye to the bottom two of these players and see the top two perhaps rise up towards the final two spots in the grand finals.
Tween just taking a little bit of a backseat throughout the first sector, just letting the other three just have at it and duke it out between each other. Playing the waiting game. Maybe something's bound to break, and something has already broken with that little touch from Lingo, promoting Tween up into third position. It's going to be between Stuffs and Switch for now. And already, second player falling by the wayside with Switch getting eaten alive almost. Look at the speed difference, about 5Ks, but it's enough to somewhat allow Tween to bridge the gap a teensy tiny bit as we're moving on to this very, very wide left-hander, almost close to touching the wall there for Tween, making the move 6 so far, but Switch is still continuing to fight on and hanging on for dear life. She's continuing to fight for the lead by the brief touch of the walls. Ladies and gentlemen, the final jump, and Marek Parka continues the adventure at XPEvo.
Only first place will matter. Lingo simply needs to cross the finish line, and I mean, these players are perfectly capable of that, but we also have seen Switch make a phenomenal comeback.
Looks like she might be able to do it. Currently 2/10 ahead of Lingo. Watch out for that finish though, not to bung it up at the worst possible time. Ladies and gentlemen, for one last place in the tournament, it is time for triple finalists.
Stuff still in it, but at the same time, Switch not letting go. 2/10 behind. Is she going to be able to close it out?
He's got enough pace to control. Lingo has retired. He decided that he's completely out of it. It's down to the final corner to decide it. Stuffs has got it in the bag. It seems like, ladies and gentlemen, Stuffs continues on. Stuffs, Azox, Piranha, and Barbos. This is going to be quite a match. Stuffs, Azox, Barbos. In that order. 1, 2, 3. Stuffs trying to break this group a little bit apart. Trying to make a bit of a breakaway run for freedom. But look at Barbos carrying so much speed on the outside before heading into the dirt. Barbos and Piranha still at it together. Barbos going for the jump line. Piranha sticking to the road as much as he can, but he completely bungs up the trajectory. Barbos wins with a 56.768 and a 10-pointer that will send him into finalist status.
Barbos a bit further behind, and he will even fall. Stuffs will also join Barbos in finalist and 56.5. That is, guys, we're getting really, really fast. That is 0.16 away from the world record. What a great time that was. This Barbos with a good start, and also Stuffs not too far behind though. It's all decided in the ending, especially in the drift, and also this outsider line. Stuffs got it really well. It goes into the battle for that first place. Only 33,000 of a second between them, but it's Barbos with a good approach here as well. Oh, now the last drift will again decide it. Barbos has a comfortable lead, goes for the jump, jumps a bit too far, but it looks good, and Barbos will make it. Stuffs here very inside, not the best amount of speed. Good line there as well. Let's see if Stuffs can make it. Very good line there as well. Only one turn remaining here from Stuffs to make it into the loser bracket final, but Stuffs have the best amount of speed. Will he survive it? He will not. Yes, no. What? 100th? Oh my god!
2 times in a row.
What happened?
I can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. We go on one final round in triple finalists between Stuffs
Azox and Piranha.
With a good line is in the lead right now. Piranha also with a good line here and finds himself a battle for that first position. Goes into the lead temporarily. Stubbs also with a good amount of speed here accumulated. It's Azox not too far behind. Now the drift will decide a lot here. Who is going to get it the best? It is Azox over drifting, and he will probably be out of this round unless both players do a mistake. Piranha with a good approach, taps the brake accordingly, but Stubbs still leads the round. Azox coming also back here quite strong, and it's Piranha sliding out there. It will be between Stubbs and Azox here for that last spot in the loser bracket final in this round. And let's see, Azox has to push it here, he has nothing to lose, he's 0.2 behind, but I think Stubbs has it here, but had to readjust a little bit. Azox is coming closer, Azox will make it! Azox will go through! Barbos and Azox make it through the loser bracket final!
But the two brothers, look at them, they're just in each other's arms. I'm getting teary-eyed just from seeing that from the booth. Man, the feelings.
I'm so happy.
We don't have time for this, man. We still have plenty of matches to go.
I am so happy for them.
Try and weasel his way back into the match.
Weasel his way back into the match.
We don't.
Say that 5 times fast and do it after the stream, because we've got Trackmania happening at this point. Azox versus Barbos once again for the lead of this race, and watch as the no slide line comes through. Azox closer to the outside, pushing hard, has the speed, is going to catch. Barbos holds on for another tied round.
My word, they can't keep getting away with this.
This map is going to come down to the very end, right to the final turn, right up until now. There is positions that can be changed, and this final straight could decide if Barbos is going to a consolidation final. I think he's done it. I think he has the speed. Azox just about holding on. It's not quite enough. Azox crashed. Azox crashed into the finish. Barbos is going to a consolidation final.
Was able to keep Tween from finishing out, so the dream is still alive for those that want to see the two brothers advance.
There's only a couple of areas left where you can really make the mistake. Keep the car out of that wall. Will do so. There's great speed on Tween coming through from behind as well. My God, I don't know where the camera is. Azox dodged in the middle of it as well. And Tween is through. Tween clips. Azox is through.
He does it. I do not know how. I do not know why. But what I do know, and I see two brothers in arms.
This is quite a stacked match. It's France versus Germany. The two brothers from Team Shit, Barbos and Azox, versus the two teammates from Sun Esports. Feed, defending champion, of course, and Pupipu, aka Hugo220, who will unfortunately be the first man to be left by the wayside.
Up to the grand finals. Is Barbos going to do it? He has a 2/10 of the lead. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen, unless we might have jinxed him real hard. Come on, make it through the final jump. Barbos, one final jump, the jump to the finish line. Barbos is qualified for the grand final of XPEvo with a .372. Pupipu still managing to keep a gap of 0.3 of a second, having enough speed for the jump into the bobsleigh section, and it will be the 10-pointer for Hugo with a time of 103.168, 2/10 clear of Azox. Feed should be able to reach the finish line. He's got plenty of time to spare, 10 seconds. There he comes, sliding into the finish, and ladies and gentlemen, Feed and Hugo are one round win away from making it to the grand final. Will the defending champion make it through? The answer, maybe, at the end of this round.
I mean, Hugo though, look at him just keeping the distance on Azox, and Azox just looking for a way, trying to find some place to get into it. That was a good attack right there. Does still try to get a bit closer, but not really making it work, not sticking the landing. Will he get it in the second half? He needs to.
The door is still closed. He cannot find an opening to really side his way through. He's going to have to rely on the mistake of Hugo if he wants to make that happen. We're heading into the final sector. We've seen that Hugo can be very masterful in this section. Can Azox pull something even more masterful to catch up to the Frenchman heading into the final jump section? Is it going to be too little too late for Azox? Are we going to be seeing some shenanigans happen at the bobsleigh? The answer is that Hugo will be going through to the final of XPEvo, and Feed and Azox, even though the tale of two brothers will not be happening, gotta give some round of applause for both Azox and Feed. They gave it their all. We finished on 129 as well for Azox, just one round away from finalist status, but Hugo, what a performance, and also taking down the reigning champion, which means we crown a brand new king.
Exactly, it's gonna between Granadi, Otak, Barbos, and Hugo.
Is so high right It is the grand final of XPEvo. The crowd has been fantastic here at XPEvo. You guys have been so supportive of all the players, and now we have finally gotten to the end of the road here for us on this journey. We are finally here at the grand final, and man, has it been an onslaught. We've had bumps, we've had so many things happen during this event, but we're finally here. We're at the end, and all the players on the stage are gonna feel the pressure as well. First off, if we could get maybe a nice shot of the XPEvo trophy one more time just to see what our players are going to be going for here for the players. Everybody say, whoa. Thank you guys. Also, the audience has been so cool here. Everybody has been so chill. Let's go ahead and announce our players right now. Starting off from Germany, representing Berlin International Gaming, it is Granati. Representing, well, coming from France, representing Aminot Sun, or now Sun, I guess, at this point, is Poopy Poo. Next, he's been doing really well as well, running through the winners bracket. Coming from France, representing Carmine Corp, it is Otak. Last but not least, representing Germany and Schweine Aim or Shift, it's Barbos. Big thanks to everybody for the crowd for doing wonderful support of all the players throughout the entire tournament, and also want to give shout outs to all our casters, Turbo, G-Geek, Boney, and Newalake. But now it is time to cast. The grand final players are getting in. They're going to warm up a little bit, but we're going to head it over to our casters. And to have the honor of casting the grand final for XPEvo, it is no other than Newalake and Turbo. Guys, I hope you have a good time. Take it over from here.
24 countries, hundreds of players, thousands of man-hours of practice poured into 5 maps. And over the course of the weekend, we have whittled those players down. It has been a weekend of joy, of triumph, of heartbreak for some of the players who can't join us in this grand final. But these 4 players are ready to compete for the title of XPEvo champion. On Sliced Funds, it all begins now. All 4 players enter the ice slide together. Not all of them will leave together. I all but guarantee you that. Barbos, the player to lose the gear and slip behind a little bit. Poopy Poo just a little bit behind Granati, who follows Otak closely as well. Granati's line flawless through the dirt, using that wheel to its full advantage, but Otak manages to just about hold on for the moment. It's going to come down to the no slide, Turbo.
Yeah, who is gonna win this round? Granati so far ahead, but also very good line from Otak, but Otak will get second, and Granati with his first 10 points here, and also a point 69.
Yeah,
nice.
Very nice there from Granati. That is the improvement in time coming through.
Thousandths of a second. It is such a close round yet again.
Yeah, they are neck and neck. It's wheel to wheel. It's Otak with the lead though for the moment, and it's up to Granati maybe to try and get something done. A couple of drifts left to go. It's a great line from Granati. Otak still carries the speed though into the no slide. There's nothing between them. Granati has the exit, and it's Granati all the way to the finish line, picking up another 10 points.
See this outside third line, and Granati with a mistake, so he's out on the round. Who will win the round though? Poopy Poo or Barbos?
The revenge of the lower bracket. Barbos to the line. Poopy Poo speed though to the right.
Really?
It's the snipe by 2000s. Poopy Poo will pick up the full 10 points. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of speed for Granati entering the dirt. The touch comes through. It's Poopy Poo who's made it. Otak holds second. It's Barbos who leads, looking for 2 round wins in a row. To the finish line we go. Otak with speed needs to look for the right side finish. There's a crash. Barbos drops down the order. Granati takes second.
Again, super close between all 3 players.
Whoa.
Pushing so much, and Barbos with a mistake. So it is between both players from the winner bracket final who got through there. And it is Granadi right now in the lead, but Otak with a better amount of speed. Granadi setting up very wide, has more speed, but is it enough to overtake Otak here? It's looking very close, but Otak will not stay ahead! And he pulls the Barbos, and Granadi will thankfully take those 10 points. It's 3 cars in between each other, 12,000 of a second. Who will win this round? Who will go home with 10 points? PuPiPu with a good line, Otak with good speed as well. Where's Granadi? Granadi with minimization of airtime, but it's not enough, and Otak will crash. PuPiPu will win. Granadi snipes second place, and Otak from first to third. Barbos in the lead again. Will this line again pay off for him? Also, Otak all of a sudden joining in the party. PuPiPu with a good line, goes a bit inside. Barbos with more speed, and Barbos will take those 10 points with a point 66.
Oh, it's quick from Barbos. Finally, that ending line works out for him as well. And Otak very much in the driver's seat. Granadi looking to maybe mount a comeback as well. He is sitting a little bit behind, has been trailing Otak a little bit for much of the match, and it'll be a great time to get the overtake done on the points.
Barbos with good speed was able to control PuPiPu. Oh, might get overtaken there by Barbos if Barbos minimizes airtime accordingly, but I do not think it will be enough. Or is it a slowdown? No! Oh, Barbos wiggling and will drop to last place. What? Just the small entry there because he could not get that much speed.
That's
that's
cars
brutal for Barbos there. Look how close it is, 18,000 of a second between them. PuPiPu joining in the fight as well. Great line, Granadi drops down to last position. Barbos and Otak first and second place. Barbos so close there to the wall, but PuPiPu is not slowing down, as well as Otak, who comes a bit closer. 25,000 of a second, one drift will decide it. Barbos, Otak or PuPiPu. PuPiPu with a good approach into the section as well. Otak insanely close there to the wall. Going super far, but Barbos travels less distance, and it looks like it will be another Barbos victory. Otak with more speed, PuPiPu as well, but it will be enough. But who's going to take second position? It will be Otak.
Oh my god. I don't know how many more rounds of this I can do. This is so intense. This is the grand final that XPEvo deserved. And Barbos has caught Granadi, tied on points on 1-3-1. Otak unable to reach finalist mode before we head back to Slice Floods.
Really, Otak leading the round with that, and the stars do align up. Only Granadi and Barbos right now on second and third position respectively, but PuPiPu with a very good line coming closer here towards the outfit. Otak on a great time, and it's so close for that second position. PuPiPu, Barbos and Granadi fighting it out. Granadi has to readjust. Who will do that? Knows that the best. PuPiPu not going for it. It is Barbos with more speed. Otak on a great time. Look at that, and PuPiPu dropping down to last, getting overtaken by 1,000 of a second. And he's in finalist. Otak can win XPEvo. Otak multiple times. PuPiPu. Oh, that is way too wide, and Otak, he could do it. Look at that. Otak is not too far behind, but I think this was not the best line for him, so Granadi will probably win that round, but he still has to nail the ending.
Yeah, it comes down to this ending. It comes down to the man with the wheel. Can he get this no slide cleanly? Yes, he can. Meanwhile, PuPiPu is overtaking Otak anyway. We do not have a winner yet. Granadi moves closer to a finalist mode of his own.
Yeah, 140.
He's looking to pull off something similar this time. It'll be from a little bit behind. At the moment, Barbos and PuPiPu lead the way as we enter the ice slide, looking for clean setups. Gear 3 for every driver. They're going to get it. Of course they're going to get it. Otak slides on through, picking up a lot of speed. It'll come down to the exit, and Otak may have just taken the lead. Otak may have just put himself in prime position to win this tournament.
Otak could take it home here. A couple of turns to go, but it's looking strong. PuPiPu with a great line.
Whoa.
Almost touches the wall there, but it's so close between them. 7,000 of a second. PuPiPu has to release. Otak just has to survive the ending, and it could be our XPEvo champion. Otak will take it home and wins XPEvo.
Congratulations to Otak. Before anyone else even reaches finalist, before any other red names join him on that scoreboard, Otak is your XPEvo champion. Granadi has kept the car out of the wall. Granadi, a round after Otak, will lock in his finishing position. It's a second place here in Cologne.
But PuPiPu will have more speed out of that plastic section. The outside dirt will also decide a lot here. Barbos going super wide there. PuPiPu almost crashing, but Barbos with more speed. One more drift to go forward. Barbos going a little more inside. PuPiPu has more speed, and he could overtake. It could be a denial, and it will be Barbos crashing into the finish. We go into the next round.
Barbos holding on to that lead. Wider setup from Poopy Poo through the plastic, looking for more exit speed into this dirt uphill as well. Got it, but had to get very close to that wall, and Barbos sent it into that wall. One turn left, a finish, needs to avoid hitting it, needs to not fall off. Barbos crosses the line and takes 3rd place in XPEvo.
Go ahead and host the trophy. Everyone, OTAC, your XPEvo 2023 champion. Good job, man. Good job. Well, it's going to be the end for us here. We're going to go chill and celebrate. I know you definitely want to celebrate. So we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for joining us for XPEvo 2023. We'll let you know if the next iteration is coming back. I'm hoping so. I think I have a good feeling that it's going to come back. So we will see you. Thank you guys so much. Love yourselves. Love each other. We're a big family. And let's just stick together. See you guys.
Come here.